fully upgraded Lotus Cup. Hello there everybody and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. Today we are driving a Lotus Elise S Cup R. We're driving it in a rookie track day event called the Lotus Cup. And we're driving it at the Sydney Motorsport Park at the Gardner GP circuit. We're doing 4 laps, so driving during the day with clear skies, with a few clouds around the edges, and we started 19th of 22. We now draw up to 22 of 22, which is okay because these 4 laps are not short. They're going to take a little bit of time to do. And in the meantime, we're going to just kind of hang and try and keep up with the main pack. Try and take a car here and there and see what the track is like. And kind of get an idea of how aggressive these guys are going to drive. Because there are several things we got to watch out for. Wetness on the track is not one of them. But we do have to watch out for the chaotic driving. We have to watch out for anybody spinning out or hitting somebody else in front of us and taking us out as well. As long as we can kind of steer around all of that, then we should be okay. Now the track it's a nice track. It flows real great. It's got great width, so you can, slide from side to side as you're going around the corners. And we got a couple of straight sections like this right here. When you get to a straight section, you want to try and take 2 or 3 cars if you can. Move up in the pack a little bit before the first lap is over. And then you can assess the situation after the first lap, see where we are. Well, we're back in 19th where we started at the beginning of the race. But along the straight section here where the lap ends and the grandstand is, we got a nice long straight section where we can pass a few cars and move up in our position. And as we're doing that, the first lap is done. So now we started on the second one. We're in 14th place, and we've only got 13 cars left to pass. But the race is fast. These guys don't like to slow down, and they don't like you passing them. So they will cut out in front of you, and they will try and hit you sometimes when you least expect it. So you got to be aware of that too. In the meantime, you just catch up to the next guy in front of you, catch up close behind him, and then pass him when you have an opportunity. One of my biggest problems always was trying to win the race in the first lap, which, seemed like the thing to do when you first start playing these games. But when you play them for a little while and you get a little bit of strategy, you realize that hanging back a little, seeing how things are going to go, and then picking cars off one at a time is a better way to do it. Because here we are, we haven't finished the second lap yet, and we're in 10th. So that type of strategy seems to pay off for me. Now, if anybody has any other kind of strategy, I would love it if you'd share it with the rest of the people and myself. I'd love to try it. Anyhow, we've moved up to 7th, and we're still in our second lap, which is quickly coming to an end though. So when this comes to an end, we'll be halfway through the race and over halfway through the cars. But over here we got that straight section again, so we got the opportunity to pass a few of these guys. So we're gonna put a few of them behind us, get this blue guy behind us, and the other one, the armor all silver car. And we're in 4th spot. We've only got 3 cars left to pass. So just starting the 3rd lap, there is really no reason to get excited. And if a car passes you or not, that's okay too. Because we've still got lots of time and we're at the front. We can see the cars that are leading the race, which is wonderful because when you're in a position like this, you can use them as pace cars. Another problem that the OpenFed has is when he passes everybody and he leads, I tend to forget how fast I have to drive or how hard I gotta push the race. And sometimes, well, most of the times really, I don't push hard enough, and then I have cars catching up behind me and zipping by me. So 2 things that we gotta keep an eye on is the rear view mirror for anybody catching up to us, and we gotta keep a steady push going. So what better way to do that than with a pace car in front of you, or 3 of them. Well, we're coming up really quickly here to the end of the 3rd lap, and sooner or later we got to make our move, because we can't stay behind them forever. We got to get in front of them if we want to win the race. So we're going to take this Demon Tweaks car. We've only got 2 more cars in front of us now, and pretty soon, oh well, maybe only 1 car in front of us as he blew the engine. Oh, and the Demon Tweaks car came back to hit us from the side. That wasn't very nice. I was not impressed with that, so we're just gonna give him back the favor and pass him and leave him standing behind us, because that wasn't the right thing to do. And as we're going, we might as well take this number 1 car too. We got 1 lap left to do, and we got to try and stay ahead of everybody. But like I've said many times before, just because you can take the lead, can you keep it? Because the car behind us is not even a second behind us. And I mention this quite often, but you over boogie and run off the track, shoot off the end, or you accidentally run into a wall or something, all of that can slow you down enough that a car 1.5 to 3 seconds behind you could pass you and leave you in their dust, and you'll never recoup to be able to win the race. So we gotta, once we get in the lead, we gotta push it hard enough to stay ahead. You can keep an eye on the buffer zone of 2.4 seconds, 2.5 and growing, and just drive as clean as you can. And before you know it, the lap will be done, and we'll be getting the checker flag standing on the podium in place number 1, which is always our objective. We're getting close to the end of the lap here, and I really enjoyed this race. This is an awesome little car to drive. The Lotus is fantastic. He just glides through the corners, and he handles the track really well. It's an awesome little car to drive and a great race. I really enjoyed this one, and I hope you did too. Hope to see you back here again at OperFed Gaming real soon, and I hope you enjoyed it. You have a great rest of your day, and you've been racing with the OperFed.